Out there, I'm realizing I'm wearing the wrong shirt. I really am, because we're not doing that. We're looking at a pretty pedal today. Looks exactly like my table pedal from the people that make a lot of things out of wood. They make beautiful wooden guitar stands, similar to the Bulldog stands that I have, but smaller. They make beautiful wooden pedal boards, which we're going to take a look at. And they make this level adjusty boost pedal called the Amp Juice, and the company is called Ruach. They're Irish. I don't know how to say that. Ruach, Ruach. We would say in German, but it's probably pronounced Elvis. Who knows? They're Irish. They do freaky deaky things. If they were Welsh, they'd be doing even freaky deakier things with the language. So there isn't that much to say about the pedal because it's got two knobs. So Leslie, if you please. That's a big thing, she said. It's actually made out of wood, and that is really beautiful. At the bottom is a plastic plate, 9 volts up here. Well, you can see that up there, which is really beautifully done with a metal ring around it, very solid. In right, out left. So the idea is have a pedal that makes you be able to adjust, that's really great English. That gives you the ability to adjust quickly to different guitar output volumes. If you like your setup to be humbucker tuned, and then you go to a guitar that has a lot less output, you can easily use the Amp Juice to adjust to that. Let's try that. This has a little bit more output. We're going to go to the McMull S Classic and just see if we can, match the output. So that's done with the level, and with the gain you can actually boost. Pretty damn simple. In order to see how it sounds, we'll have to boost a whole bunch of amps, which we're going to do. So we're going to quickly go through what the pedal does, which is very simple, with, of course, Blanche, my Tone Fuchs Bulldog. Her name is Blanche because she's a Goldie, and on the Golden Girls, the Blanche was the slutty one. And Blanche is a slutty one with the P90s and the Charlie Christian in the middle. Thanks, Uwe and Beardy Man, for setting all this up. Thanks, Jason Lawler, for supplying the pickups, ABM for the bridge, and I'm so afraid to hit that on the table doing that move. Thanks, Graphtech, for the locking tuners ratio. Awesome. So, moving on after I plugged a whole bunch of companies. By the way, this t-shirt can be bought at Teespring, link below. In the back, it should say more things. See? There's stuff in the back. You get so much for your money. Come on, value. Right now, let's see if you could throw that away quickly again. Leslie has a new button, le bouton, as they say in Holland. Someone said the French is getting old. Is it getting old? Not for me. Leslie's saying yes. You said you never listen to my videos. Or listen, as they say, baby. Well, apparently the French is getting old. Doesn't mean we're stopping it. It's ingrained now. Look at the shiny amp right there. That's the Tone King Sky King, and oh my god, does it sound good. So I'm going to use that as a pedal platform for now, and I'm going into the aux up here, and then I'm going into also into the MTP 440, which is in front of the amp from Lewitt, and I'm mixing those two together. So we're miking, but we're also giving you a cream back 412, so you get all the creamy goodness and the actual cab as well. So I'm using that Tone King as a cab, but it's going into the whole system, which means I can pump any amp into that cab. Does it make sense? So if I wanted the Revv Dynamis going through that cab, I have it now. And back to, oh no, that was the Tone King. Now it's the Revv Dynamis. And now we have the Tone King. And other amps too. So let's start with the Tone King. Here's the clean sound on the P90. Gotta be careful because it has output. So everything's centered. You gotta be careful assuming that you can use this pedal to make a guitar louder. If it's in front of your amp, it'll never be louder. It'll push the amp more or less. That's it. The amp gets louder in the power amp. When you're pushing the preamp, all you get is a different tone. I don't know, you have to play that with your fingers, I guess. Something like le that. That is, and the French is getting old. Nice little drive going on there. The tiny little light on top from where I'm sitting is not really visible. They need a bigger light because on a pedal board on a stage, this might be difficult to see that the pedal is on. So let's get the gain down. Right now, I actually don't know if the pedal's on or off. I have no idea. Because I can't see it. Well, the pedal is apparently on. That's pushing the amp harder with volume, not the... I think if you want overdrive, use the gain. Know which one to use for what function. The in-between position between these two because that's very Strat-like and I love it. Nice, very dynamic overdrive. pretty impressive how that cleans up. Very beautiful. Let's check it out with the Strat and see levels. Because this puppy has vintage output. God, I love it. Many people are getting really up in arms about the price of these Magmals. Those people need to shut it. Play one, and then we talk. Oh, we were on, no, enter 8, 16. So we are in this position. I just pushed the volume of this guitar without really changing the tone. Oh, it got a little bit bigger. I love the chromatics. No. That's a great combination, but we go back to Blanche. So we've seen that it works really nice with the Tone King. We move on to the Dynamis, which is a different kind of clean sound. I'm looking for the wiggle stick. I don't have it. I have to say that at first when I played this, I didn't like it. Now I really am. Woo! For that just a little bit of push over the cliff. Moving on to the Friedmann small box, which right now should be driving a little bit. Let's do P90. This is fun. That sounds exactly like the Friedmann. gotta stop this. It's starting to be fun. Let's do the Dirty Shirley, cause Blanche and Shirley, they like to be dirty together. That's right there. Go to the other. Leslie is having, as the French would say, le fun. So, Dirty Shirley. Well, with many Le amps. Let's go. Orange is the 11. Stay in drop D. The orange Reverb 50. See, Leslie doesn't repeat a joke like some other people. Fizzly in that orange, but that could be sound you want. Nah. No, not in the orange, but maybe in the non-master volume. Go to the amp, honestly. Lanie LA30BL or CL? I never know. The Tony Iommi signature amp. That is a classic rock monstrosity. So yeah, it does things. Then we also have the 3, which is the Diesel Paul, which is a more of a on or off. Who knows? Off. Also a more vintage voice amp. And pushing it. And harder. Paul likes it. Whoa. Neato. We have one more. Vox AC30. God, that is fun. That thing, it's under $1,000. Vox AC30 head. That's a little bit fizzly, but also not a bad sound at all. We've done tons of amps, we've done things. So this thing, I think, as far as I know, only available directly through Ruach. Website, link below. Clocks in at €199, which is not an inexpensive pedal. It's not super extremely expensive. It's, you know, higher mid-range, but it is completely made out of wood. It is a handmade speciality. Not a jack of all trades, but it does boost rather nicely. It adjusts to different guitar volumes. That's what it's made for, but also to push a little bit harder. It's not a metal pedal. It's not meant to make your amp explode. But it does get you a very nice other sound out of your amp. And actually, it does sound exactly like your amp, which is what a good boost or overdrive should do. Give you what you love about the amp you have, just a little bit more of it, especially with the Friedmann. That was beautiful. Pushing the Tone King, great. So yeah, here we go. Here's the Tone King again. Doesn't take any low end away, it doesn't add anything you don't like, just more of what you already have, which is great. And check it out at that company's website. Link below. Thanks for sending that to me. Animals at the end as always. Thanks to Uwe and Beardy Man. See you, well, you know, whenever you want to come back here.